Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Board of Examiners and the Honorable my Thesis Supervisor, Mr. Wahid Slamet Ciptono. My name is Andhika Sinusaroyo, and please allow me to present my thesis with title Corporate University, an integrated learning platform to develop corporate strategy. Case study at BNI Corporate University. This presentation is part of my study at Magister Management Universitas Gadjah Mada. For the introduction, there are still many people who do not know what is or what the meaning of the corporate university is. Although corporate universities have been in existence for more than 30 years, the definition of corporate university is varies. Basically, corporate university is an educational entity that is a strategic tool designed to assist its parent organizations in achieving its mission by conducting activities that develop individual and organizational learning, knowledge, and wisdom. Corporate university, first introduced by General Motors and General Electric in 1914, in terms development of internal training. In 1950, GM and GA officially built the first corporate university, which was then followed by many companies and grew rapidly until now. Based on the Boston Consulting Group research, from 1997 until 2007, there is a significant increase in the volume of corporate universities worldwide, which has more than 4,000 corporate universities. As a supporting data, the companies in the G20 countries have invested nearly 400 billion in training development. This investment in training also affect on the revenue of companies with strong capabilities in leadership development, experience revenue growth up to 3.5 times higher, and the profit margins ran high 2.5 times the average. Then, with the rise of corporate university, do corporate university really deliver results? Based on the Corporate University Exchange, this chart below illustrates a 10-year of market capitalization of more than 500 public companies that having a corporate university and the Russell Index. In this comparison, the Corpu Index of companies with corporate universities can beat the index by 9%. It means the company that has a corporate university in the development of its human resources has more total returns and larger market capitalization. So, how about in Indonesia? The development of corporate university in Indonesia itself is slower than in Western country. In Indonesia, the label corporate university first appeared in 2012. The Telkom Corpu became the first corporate university in Indonesia, together with PLN Corporate University, Pertamina Corporate University. They became the pioneer of corporate university in state-owned enterprise sector. Then arise Corpu from other sector like banking and even government institution. However, the research object this time is BNI Corporate University. So, why BNI Corporate University? BNI Corporate University becomes one of the best corporate universities in Indonesia and internationally recognizable by achieving numerous awards like CLIP or Corporate Learning Improvement Process from European Foundation for Management Development or EFMD. So, the contextual issue that we'll raise in this research is by their achievement become interesting to know how the implementation of BNI Corporate University into the BNI corporate strategy business. For the problem statement, there is a research gap or lack of research regarding the corporate university in Indonesia and its implication to the corporate strategy. Remember that the main goal of the corporate university is to develop not only human capital, but to support the parent company's business strategy. Therefore, the problem statement of this research is lack of evidence on the implications the role of corporate university on the company's strategy. And the research question of this research is how the BNI Corporate University could help to support and develop a company strategy. And the study objective is to give an explanation and insight into how the implementation of BNI Corporate University can give an added value to the company's strategy. This is the research framework of this study. There are at least 6 components that form the foundation of a successful corporate university. So that's why it's called 6 strategic building blocks. This framework is based on the Boston Consulting Group research 2013. The first one is called ambition and objective. Second one is activity scope. The third, which divided into 2 components, is target audience and content. The fourth is how the delivery model of learning. The fifth is governance and structure, and the last one is branding and alliances. The detail of explanation in each component will be presentation in chapter 3. And this is a previous research. Actually, there are a lot of research regarding the corporate university, but mostly from international and abroad. In Indonesia itself, still quite rare research about corporate university, especially regarding the implications for corporate strategy. In this study, there are at least 3 journals or research that are used as references. The first one is research from Boston Consulting Group. This research findings by using 6 strategic building blocks. The respondents to the survey of executives at 23 corporations mentioned 7 key achievement factors, consisting of close relationships with the CEO and curriculum tied to the company strategy. The second one is from Ayantias et al. In 2015. The study used to finding an outline landscape of corporate universities in Indonesia in general point of view. The reason for this study is to try and provide an explanation for the contribution and apprehend the idea of the company college. The third one is from Mohamed Elias in 2017. This paper findings spotlight the unconventional, alternate, and evolution disease-taking area in training and development. This paper is at the definition and means of a corporate university. The research design of this study is qualitative. The purpose of qualitative research is to achieve an in-depth understanding of a situation. The method used in this research is a case study with the purposive sampling method. The data collection method is primary data through the focus group discussions interview, with minimum consists of 3 persons from division strategy and operations group and knowledge management system and infrastructures at BNI Corporate University. The secondary data is from company annual reports, official websites, publications, journal, and previous research. The data analysis method includes 3 analysis steps after we're collecting data. The first one is insight development and data interpretation or data reduction. The second one is research reporting or data presentation. And the last one is how we drawing conclusion and verification. And this is the explanation of each 6 components. Ambition and objectives is to define the purpose and vision of the organization. The second one is to building a structure to realize the company's strategic role and vision. And the third one, target audience and content, is to designing a curriculum that suits each target audience. The fourth one is delivery model, is to providing a learning environment that supports the company needs. The fifth, governance and structures, is to know how the managing reporting relationships, finances, and facilities. And 6 is branding and alliances, is to creating a strong brand and forging new partnership pathways. Based on the results of findings and discussions, then the conclusions drawn for each of the 6 components are as follows. For first components, the founding of BNI Corporate University in 2016 exists to be solution to the gap between learning solutions and achieving the company's business targets. Formally, the purpose and vision of BNI Corporate University are to become a world-class learning entity to produce holistic and professional leaders. As a learning organization, BNI Corporate University carries out its role as a training center, leadership accelerator, strategy platform, and as a learning network for its employees. And the third, the target audience at BNI Corporate University consists of first line, middle, and top management by prioritizing BNI learning principles as follows: learner as center of learning, leader creates leader, blended learning, double role in learning, and learning in anywhere, anytime, and anyhow. And for the delivery model or delivery method of learning at BNI Corporate University is using 70% experiential learning, 20% social learning, and 10% tutorial learning in class. Learning management system that is used to simplify and support learning needs in BNI Corporate University, such as BNI Smarter, LMS, HCMS, and BGHC. And for governance and structure, the CEO is the highest person in charge and decision maker of the organizational structure, where BNI Corporate University is led by the Chief Learning Officer or CLO, who is supervised by the Director Sector of Human Capital and Compliance. And last one, for the branding and alliances, BNI Corporate University cooperating with external parties by open to benchmarking organized for external parties or institutions at local and abroad opportunities, and its contribution to society through programs for micro, small, and medium enterprise internship and COVID-19 prevention. For the conclusions of this research is the research results shows that the 6 strategic components are complementing each other, and BNI Corporate University accommodates each of these roles. Each of the 6 components has a role that supports the business strategy of Bank BNI. For the theoretical implications, this research can be a secondary reference for academics in the future who plan to conduct research related to the field of corporate university. In addition, the implementation of the 6 strategic building blocks can be used as a benchmark for a successful corporate university. For the practical implications, this research provides practical implication for first line, middle, until top management to develop learning in corporate universities and support corporate strategy through creating a supportive learning environment. For instance, developing a learning management system into one integrative learning platform. For the limitations of this research is limited to the analysis of the corporate university at BNI Corporate University using 6 strategic building blocks, tool frameworks, and analyzing how they are implemented so that they can support the company's strategy. For the recommendations, BNI Corporate University in the future needs to develop its learning management system, because currently they are using 3 different platforms for learning and administrative employees. In the future, it can be integrated into one-stop learning application and can facilitate easier the learning process for employees and become a database for the company. Thank you for the attention to my thesis presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.